All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to actually be looking at pin generator. After I did my traffic wave generator, it's funny how they both have similar names, generator. But after I did the traffic wave generator review the other day, a lot of you had mentioned that there's actually an app on AppSumo called Pin Generator. It does have a lot of reviews, 52, and it is averaging let's go down here and just take a look. You got to do that little secret thing, go over here to see all reviews, and then it takes you over here. So they're averaging a 4.4. That's actually interesting where the little yellow part right here, if I zoom in, that's actually interesting. That does not look like a 4.4. That actually looks like a 4.2, but we are at a 4. It's like the graphic is off, guys, right? Like it needs to be more towards the center, and that actually will look better than it actually is. It's performing better than the graph shows. Little things like that I notice. I don't know if you guys notice things like that, but the graph is literally off right here in my opinion. But they're a 4.4, and when did they come? Let's see right over here. I want to see if we can come back over here. Let me zoom back out. And I like to see how long has this been on the platform and been an offer. So I'm going to go to the oldest review, and that was back in 2022. So this has been available for January, February, for over 2 years, for about 26 months. This has actually been on the platform, and they only offer so there's probably a lot of bandwidth and resources being used in the back end for them to not even want to offer this as a lifetime deal. I don't know when it first launched if it was a lifetime deal or not, but they do have this thing down here. Comment below if you guys have this tool and if you actually picked up the third stack. So if you pick up 3 stacks, you're going to pay for the single, you're going to pay $100, and then 2 stacks is $200, and 3 stacks is going to be $300, I believe. And this is where they're saying you're going to actually get lifetime access, so you're not going to have to pay an annual subscription again. I'm not sure. If you guys can verify that below, if you did pick this up a year or two ago and you did get that stack and it is in fact a lifetime deal where you don't have to pay again, then if this tool in fact does everything that it says it does and it operates well, then this could be well worth $300 to get a lifetime deal on this. Because essentially if you can nail this down and start getting traffic from Pinterest, then this is going to be like one of the new things that I want to focus on is finding different ways to get traffic to your website that's not just reliant on Google. Google is having a lot of trouble, guys. I'm going to have to make a whole video on it, but they're having to manually penalize websites because their algorithm is not able to keep up with all this AI content spam going on. And so now they've instituted that they have to manually look at your sites now. So just crazy, right? But if we could just get to a point where we're getting tens of thousands of visitors from YouTube and Pinterest and Facebook and all these other platforms that have millions or billions of people on those platforms anyways, and then we just drive our traffic from those places and not even have to rely on Google would be pretty darn cool. And then if you end up ranking on Google and getting traffic, then it's just a bonus, right? It's a cherry on top. But putting all your eggs into Google right now they can't even make up their mind on how their algorithm even works or wants to grade websites. I just think that's dangerous, and it's not that it's being irresponsible. And that's just my opinion. Obviously there's a lot more behind that, and I want to make another video. A lot of you have expressed that you want me to make more videos on just my opinion and I guess just topics like that and so forth. I'll definitely do a video on that because even the SEO people that I follow, they feel the same way. So that I'm not the only one that feels like this. A lot of SEO people that have been doing SEO for 20 plus years, that have always done SEO, they are starting to move away from Google. Bing is starting to come up as focusing on just ranking on Bing. And obviously Google is not gone, right? It's still king. But what I'm talking about is just really not putting all your eggs into Google and starting to shift the focus of getting traffic from other sources, other search engines. Pinterest and YouTube are search engines. So those would be search engines that you could also drive all of your traffic back to your website. Essentially, we want people on our website so that we can make sales or make money from advertising and so forth. So it doesn't really matter where the traffic comes from as long as it's good quality traffic. Okay. So we're going to jump into Pin Generator right here. I'm going to keep you guys posted on all this. I did log into my Pinterest site right over here, and I think you'd be happy to see that the traffic wave, go and check that out. I'll leave a link to that below. The difference between the two is that this one's going to be a lot more expensive. And I'm going to just make the call right now that this is going to be fancier and it's going to probably be nicer software, pin generator. So great. But if you're on a budget and you still want to get something going with Pinterest, I think Traffic Wave Generator will at least get you started for now. Doesn't look like this offer's going away anytime soon. And so you could graduate to Pin Generator, but I just want to tell you that we did get some results from Traffic Wave Generator in just like 2 days. We already got a pin click right over here. We've had impressions. I'm going to go back over here and you can actually start looking at some of this stuff that we've had right over here, views right over here, 2 impressions, 1 impression. Well, I'm actually not sure if those are impressions or if those are views on the post or not. If it's right over here, it means it was a pin click. This means that someone had pinned your post. And then I think that this is people that clicked on it and actually looked at it. So look at this, 1, 1, 1, and 1. So 4 of our pins already have at least been seen by somebody. And I haven't been clicking on these. And then their schedule over here. So this will, in fact, if I would recommend make your pins look a little bit better than this, but did this do a job? Yes, it did schedule these and it did create these in a matter of a couple clicks. So I need to even update my logo and so forth. But what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go and this is Pin Generator. It's going to be the similar concept, right? We're going to be hooking up our website and then doing some different things to schedule our posts or our pins. And when we come over here and look at their website over here, the fastest Pinterest marketing solution, I like to see how much traffic they're getting. This is a legitimate business getting 50,000 visits per month. They can do full automation, template creator, edit multiple pins at once. They can add AI, text generator, multi-board pinning, 7 days access for free, bulk scheduler, import your products, and connect unlimited Pinterest profiles. So what you can do is, and they've got some good reviews and so forth over here as well. But essentially, you can just put in your website, right? It looks like you can put in any web page that you have, or just put in your website in general, and then say a number of pins to generate, and then say, boom, generate. It's going to go and crawl your whole website and create a bunch of different pins. They have probably their regular templates, and then you can create custom templates if you want to as well. And then I'm not sure right over here, Pinterest activity, boost engagement, optimize templates, more pin variations, high volume pinning, calculate your savings, how much, blah, blah, blah. So obviously it's like you're having an assistant go out there and do all this stuff like a Pinterest manager, and all you're doing is just having to do the setup. Looks like they have a template. You can a designer inside of this software as well. Pretty dang cool. That's important right over here. It says that it's Pinterest approved, tested and verified by Pinterest, trusted by 14,819 companies, integrates directly with Pinterest. So you are ready to go. So I'm going to go and sign up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. So we are in. So here is Pin Generator. Now, this is what it's going to look like. You're still like on the home page, but you can come over here where we are logged in. We can click over here at the profile and you can see pin history and different things over here. You can manage your subscription over here and look at your profile. I've already pre-connected. It was very seamless and easy to connect my site. And so it connected to Pinterest. And I want to see if this actually, I believe, import your products. We'll see if this actually does all of the integration and scheduling over here, and then this will be brilliant if it actually does, because that will be the big separator between Traffic Wave, Wave Traffic Generator versus Pin Generator. Traffic Wave Generator does not do all the posting for you. You have to download the CSV file and then upload it to a Pinterest. And so I'm thinking that Pin Generator does all that for you. So I'm going to go over here. We're just going to start over here with the templates section. This is where we can come over here and we can look at multi-image templates. It's going to have all of these templates that are already available. So it's really cool that they already have all these, and you can see people are actually using this, because look at all these votes that you're seeing over here. So people are actually using this software. Super cool. We can come over here and let's say if you have a shop right over here, look at all these right over here as well. Maybe this is just what this looks like with the different colors, blue and like the tan color. I want to see where we can go and set our colors, but you can go over what's shared templates, people that created templates over here that we can use a template, just giant library of templates that other people already did all the hard work for us. This is awesome. Let's see like what you can do over here. So you can just push a heart button if you like one right over there. And then you can go over to favorites because you favorited a template right over here. So just very intuitive. You'll like to see that sort of thing. Okay. And then we can come over here and let's see, I'm going to go to your templates and then we could go over here and we can actually add a template right over here. Pinterest pin, square, all kinds of stuff. There's a default one right over here, which I think is the 1000 by 1500. That is the standard Pinterest pin. We would go to create right here. It's going to take us to their built-in generator right over here, which is super cool. This is when we could come in here and we can add text right over here and you can, okay, so that doesn't actually make, oh yeah, that does make it bigger if you just go like that. Cool. So we would just be able to come in here. You can, I'm not really sure if you can see the white background. I'm going to click on the background and see if we can get that background color snap to border. How do we get that background changed? I'm not seeing where we can change the background and I don't know what that button does. It says snap to border. Not really sure what that is either. Guidelines and snapping. Not really sure what those two buttons are, but nonetheless, I'm going to go and just add a rectangle and maybe this is how we would do this, right? Then we could come in here and we could actually put in our color, possibly of our brand. I'm just going to estimate that's about the LearnWire color. And then we're going to come down and just go like that. And then right over here, drag and drop. So we want to put that text over here. So this is very intuitive. I like this. You would definitely be able to design inside of here, especially if you didn't have Canva. You can make this white text right over here. I'm going to hover over that and just see what other things we can do. Use directed text. Let's see right over here. I was just trying to see if there was any kind of special text features that we can change the color, obviously. Dynamic font color. I'm not really sure what that's doing. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's doing actually by having that selected. But I wanted to see if there was shadowing or anything like that. I don't think so. They do have spacing and so forth, but that's fine. Not really I'm seeing like a saving error. That's weird. But we can go like that and then we can come in and you could add a video. You could add an image right over here. So we would just come in here and go like that. Then we would use a logo image and image cover, upload image, center. So upload some media first. So upload new. And let's just say I want to grab a graphic right over here and bring that in. So we bring in the LearnWire logo right over here and just select it and use selected. So I was pretty far off on the green actually, but we come over here. That actually looks cool. And so we just go like that. And then the text, maybe just make sure it's centered. You can highlight that and we can align like that as well. I'm going to bring this in just a little bit. That's super weird. Not sure what happened to the text. Super weird. I'm going to go ahead and just add a new text right over here. And we're going to make it white. Just like that. Boom. So let's just say that's one of our pins. It's definitely not cool or special, but we're going to just leave that. And then we can go and say save template. Where do we name the template? I'm not seeing where we name the template, but that's fine. We're going to leave that there. And then we're going to go back to, let's just look in the scheduler. So this is where edit schedule settings right over here. Let's just go and click on that. Pins per day. Let's just say we want to go with 8. Do they let you do more? Yep, they do. But I just want to go with 8. I know that it even says we recommend 20 to 30 pins per day for new Pinterest accounts. Start at 5 to 10 pins per day and slowly increase. That's because Pinterest can penalize you basically for pinning too fast on a new account, basically spam and stuff. Pin posting times, we recommend between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. and 4 p.m. They already have that selected, so I'm just going to actually leave that, but I do want to select my time zone right over here. So I'm on mountain time, so I'm going to go boom right there, and we're looking good. So it has all these time slots right over here available. So that's why they have that 18 right there, is that's where they believe, or what is it? But I'm going to move this to 18. I think that I want to spread this out a little bit more because they're saying 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. is when they recommend as well. I'm not really sure about that, but we're going to go with, I'm going to move this up over here as well. Just give ourselves a little bit more of a range. Smart Shuffle, add a new scheduled pin, clicking. So you have a lot more options, obviously, than the tool I showed you the other day. There's a lot more options, and it does sound like this is going to do all the work for us. And that's going to be a massive difference, and that's why pin generator is more expensive. There is a smart shuffle. This shuffles your pins so that all pins with the same outbound URL are as far apart as possible. Pinterest likes this. So smart shuffle, random shuffle. This shuffles your pins into a random order, reset schedule times. So pretty cool stuff. We've already set that, but now we need to go and generate our pins, right? So we're going to go, I need to verify my email. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. They have a bunch of tutorials in here. Right over here, I'm going to skip tutorials, WordPress tutorial, Pinterest SEO guide, Shopify tutorial, create dynamic templates, full automation guide, Amazon tutorial, Etsy tutorial, and introduction video. All right, so I actually need to go and watch a couple of these before we go and figure this out. Obviously, I would push plus right here and we would go and create, but I want to just see what the easiest way to create these are. So I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is there's a million different settings down here, and I won't be able to get to all of this in this review, but what we're going to do is essentially how fast can you actually get this up and running and start getting traffic, right, with Pinterest. So we're going to go over here, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to put my website in right there, and then I want to number of pins to generate. Let's just pin, let's see, what is 8 times 30? So 240. So let's just, for fun, say 240. I just want to really push this and see what it can do for us. We're going to say generate pins, and it's going to go out there and generate. We'll be right back. Okay, so that took 3 seconds and it's already done. These pins look good. I did have a template in here. I should have taken that template off right here. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and just trash that one. So there's a delete button. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. But now we can go and look at all of this right over here. I think that they just look really good, but we can just look at this. Wow. It's pulling all this information from our site. There's going to be some that don't really look that great, like this one right here. Maybe I would just remove that one and we would just come through here and start looking at the different ones. Like right over here with the text right there. It's weird. We might want to come in here. So it looks like we can go and edit this. So I come in here and edit this pin right over here. Let's see, select, there's the image. Maybe we want to change the image. So it's going to pull in any images we had on that post right there. Let's see. I'm going to cancel out of that one. And let's see, download pin. You can download pin. You can edit the template. There we go. That's where I wanted to edit the template on this one particularly, because this one is using the beauty one. And I recommend that you're going to want to find the right templates that work really well for you. So like right here, obviously I'm going to remove that part because I just don't think that it, so then I'm going to save that template right there. And then we'll come back over here and let's see if there's a refresh. So I'm going to push this refresh. No, let's see it over here. So I edited the template and I saved it, and you can instantly pin it to Pinterest right now if you want. Maybe we'll do one right off the bat, but I just wanted to see if we could. Oh, okay, there we go. So I can actually just click right here and push the delete button. No, I can't do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, it did work. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go over here to this one as well. So some of the ones, it's that beauty template. So we fixed the template, but we would have to come through here and start looking at anytime that one was used, we would want to go and remove that because it just doesn't work for our use case. I really like these kind right here. So you're going to want to go in here, like right here, I'm going to want to edit this one, right? So I'm going to go in and maybe edit. Nope, that's not, I don't want to edit that one. I just want to fix the image here. And yeah, I can't change the image. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can put the image in right there. That looks better right there. And then we're just going to say save. So I would recommend going through and obviously spending a little bit of time, but you can see how fast this generated our pins for us. This is pretty insane. So I'm going to go in here and remove that one right there. So I might want to go and rerun this. How many did it actually create? I'm not really sure how many it actually created. I'm going to go count real quick. Okay, so it's 9. I'm counting about 9 or 10. Let's just say that it's 10 times 6. So it created 60 pins for us. I'm not sure if it actually will create 640 pins for you, if that's because maybe I don't have enough content on this website or how it actually determines that. But it doesn't give us a total number of how many pins, but I just now counted and it's about 60 pins that it created for us. So I didn't do the 240 like I wanted, but that's okay. So we have all these right over here. There's some different things that we could do as well. We can go over to the colors section over here and we could use these are all kind of green colors. So I do think it looks good. We can also fix low contrast items and look at what happens to that text right over there, right? It fixed that and then it made it to where you can see it a lot better. So I would probably check mark that. I think everything overall, if you're just trying to see if you can capture people's interest, they'll go click and try to go read your review. This would be good. Obviously, the more time you spend on this, the better. There is a lot of different things. You can choose color palettes and so forth over here as well. You can go in here to images, stock images, brand settings. So obviously we're going to want to put in our brand setting right over here. So I'm going to say, so LearWire, and then I'm going to set logo, and I'm not sure. So save all the design settings here. This will be ensure your colors, set logo, and that's our logo. So use selected. So that's going to be our logo. If there's any templates that you're probably going to want to set that before you go out and do those right there. I would recommend before going and doing this part right over here, go and do all the settings over here and then run it is what I would recommend. So there's AI settings, rewrite all titles with AI. You can rewrite. There's bulk settings right over here, set all titles and outbound links and so forth. Yeah. And then the last thing I would want to do is I want to go and check and see like this one right over here, for example. So if we go and we edit this right over here, I want to see it's actually pulling this to go directly to this page. So that's very important. Pin URL text on pin URL. That's fine. But like right over here, the pin outbound link URL, right? So if someone clicks on this, they're going to actually go directly to the page that it's creating, which is the squirrely review, which is great. And what this also does that's really good about this is that this is going to have different URLs for all of your pins. And so you're not going to have 200 or 60 pins that are all going to the same URL. That will probably get your account banned or whatever. So they're all different URLs. And so that's really good. And basically you're just promoting your business, right? You're providing unique content. That's basically the big thing. No one else has these reviews on their website quite like the way that I do. And so this is unique URLs and unique content and unique pins. So overall, this is super, super cool. So now how do we schedule these? I'm going to just go save design settings, add or save posts as draft, load, clear. So I'm going to go save. Okay, so I think that this is the select boards to pin to. So I need to refresh. Active Pinterest is right here. So select the board. Okay, so we have AI writing software reviews. Go with that because that's mainly what I have on the page. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to show is that when you put in your website up here, it actually, where is that spot that shows here's the selected URLs to generate. So you can actually go through here and you can actually select what URLs from your site that you actually want to create from. So this is really cool because you can come in there and let's say you do 5 posts this week. You can go in and find your 5 posts that you want to create 30 pins from. So there is very granular level control that you get with this tool. This is pretty sick. All right, but for now, I just want to get some traffic and just get some stuff going. So I'm going to put them all on the same board. That's fine. And I'm just going to say schedule all pins right here. And it's going to, when you push the schedule all pins right here, it's going to do it according to your schedule settings right over there. So I'm going to say schedule all pins and generating pin images right here. So it's going to go ahead and just do all this right here. Generating pin images. It's at 10%. We'll be right back. Okay, so those are all scheduled and I'm going to go back to the Pinterest and see how fast this actually happens. And does this actually transfer those over here? So I'm going to go over here and just push refresh right over here on my profile page and see what ends up happening as well. Okay, so here's what's happening. We can come over here to these schedule sections. We're at scheduled settings. We can edit the schedule settings. We can do a smart shuffle. And I think that the smart shuffle will be cool, but I think that it's fine the way that it is grabbing all these URLs. They're all going to be different URLs anyways. I'm okay with the way that it just has. But I guess I should show you so if I click the random shuffle, it's just going to reshuffle all of these into different orders right here. That's really cool. Random shuffle or even smart shuffle. Like I said, this shuffles your pins so that all pins with the same outbound URL are as far apart as possible. So just going to do the smart shuffle right there. And that's probably the best one to go with. So today, March 20th, since we've already gone through we're already like mid-morning. it's only going to post these three right over here. We can still go in and edit the pin one last time if we want to. We're looking at our schedule now, right? But then now look, tomorrow, March 21st, we are now going to be at 2 o'clock posting that, 3:37, 5:15. So it's going to be publishing all these from our website. This is just brilliant. So I'm going to come back over here and look at March 21st. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the 8 pins that we said to do per day. Then we're going to come over here to March 21st or 22nd. We have 8 pins. So all these are going to go out. We're scheduled all the way up through, and this is where you would want to just mark your calendar, March 25th. So I've got pins all the way to March 25th for the next 5 days right now on my website. And so I'm going to go ahead and just leave it the way it is. So this isn't going to publish until later on today, but just to show you, I'm going to go back to generate, and let's just go back to my site real quick and just show you how, hey, we can come in here and let's just say we want to go, and maybe we want to go with Keyword Hero, right? We want to go to this page over here. I'm going to copy this page. We're going to go back to pin generator. I'm going to put that page in right here. And then I'm going to say that I want it to create 5 pins right now. And then I'm just going to say generate pins. So it's going to generate these pins for us. I'm going to keep talking through this right here so you can see how fast it will actually generate the pins for us. I do think that from watching the tutorial video before this, it actually takes longer to create pins, a little bit longer to create specific page pins because it's pulling all this information over here. And then this is where we can go and manually select. So I only want it to use this. I only want it to use this. And I only want it to use. So it's pulling these other images right here because those images are from other blog posts that are recommended at the bottom of the page. So really, I think I'm just stuck with those 2 and probably just add maybe those 2 right there. And then I'm going to say done. So I'm selecting those. I don't want these ones over here. I'm going to say done. And it's pulling a picture of myself because that is my profile at the very bottom of every single blog post, right? This is the ones that it created right over here, Keyword Hero Review. It was showing the actual, so this might motivate me to actually create more images for my website that will ultimately help out my SEO and the quality of the posts that I'm doing on my website anyways. And then we come over here, so it looks pretty good. I would probably want to just change these. I didn't use any of those other images, so I actually come in here and just edit this real quick and just use that one right there and just push edit right there. And then also probably just use probably that one right there. So that looks pretty good. So there's the 5 that's going to go to that. And then what we're going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to say pin right there. So this one should be pinning to my Pinterest account right here. And then we're going to go and see if that actually updated for us. So I'm going to go back over to Pinterest. Should be KW Hero Review. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm just going to push the refresh button on Pinterest. And I'm going to go click on pins and we'll see that this one just now was pinned. So here's all the pins. Here's the ones from Traffic Wave Generator right over here. And then here is the one that we just created right over here with Pin Generator available on AppSumo right now. This is really good. We've got a really good descriptions already done for us. Titles already done for us. When people click on this, it's actually going to take them to the KW Hero Review page because you can see the slug right there. And that's what's going to keep you from not getting in trouble on putting your links in every single one. So this is how you promote your brand. Very impressed with this tool. I'm going to go back over and just schedule the rest of these and come back with my final thoughts. All right, guys. So my final thoughts are this tool, pin generator right over here. This pin generator tool reminds me a lot like this other tool that I used to use back in the day. It's called Tailwind. This is still probably a pretty big tool that people use. 560,000 people going to that site. So this has just been around a really long time. It's pretty pricey as well. And it's fully developed. It's been around a really long time for probably 10 years or more. This over here, pin generator, reminds me of that tool, but you get a lot and it's just very self-explanatory. I found that this is pretty darn easy to get the hang of. There are some complexities to it and a lot of intricacies, but it was very easy to find out how to use the software. They have all the options that you would want and expect overall. And if I compared this to Traffic Wave Generator, I would just say that this is like Traffic Generator. Those of you that told me to review this, I'm glad you did, because this one is Traffic Wave Generator or Wave Traffic Generator on steroids. This one is way, way better. It is more expensive, but this one I am thoroughly impressed. I did pick up the $99 deal. I'll probably go all in on this tool because I want to focus on trying to get traffic to my site with other sites. And I think Pinterest and YouTube are two of the best places that you can start getting alternative traffics to as well. So overall, yes, very long review, very in-depth, very opinionated, but this pin generator is an absolute steal. I would go and pick this up right now. And like I said, if you do go and pick this up, so going over the pricing, the AppSumo pricing is $99 for, and then they're doing it the old traditional way of stacking codes. So if you get the single, it's $99. You get 600 pins per month. You can connect unlimited LinkedIn profiles with this, and you get access to the AI writer and all the good stuff. Stack 2, you're going to get 2,000 pins credits per month. And then Stack 3 unlocks 3,000 pin credits per month. You also obviously get the unlimited LinkedIn profiles and so forth, but they're adding in lifetime access right here. So I'm not really sure what that means. I might want to clarify this and ask them and see if that's what that actually means. If that's the case, then I would absolutely recommend going in all in on this, spending $300 and never having to pay again. And you have your Pinterest automation machine running for you like clockwork all day long and so forth. So the link will be below. Very impressed with this. I give this one a 5-star. I usually don't hand out 5 stars. I don't remember the last time I actually did. I am going to give this one a 5-star on AppSumo. I'm glad you guys, more than a couple of you, told me, hey, what about Pin Generator and AppSumo? Thank you guys. I love it when you guys suggest tools for me to review and tools that I want in my own business that I don't even know are on AppSumo. So thank you guys so much. Go pick this up, start going out right now and getting traffic from other sources. And in this case, start getting traffic from Pinterest on autopilot. Link below. Thanks for checking it out. See you in the next video.